The 2026 Booker Prize shortlist came out today. Let's talk about it. First, we have Taiwan Travelogue by Yang Shang-si. I hope that I am saying that correctly. This is a work of Taiwanese literature translated from Mandarin to English by Lin King. This book won the Book Award for Literature and Translation in 2024, which I believe is the first time a Taiwanese work has won this award. I am particularly excited to read this because it is described as a bittersweet story of love between two women.
A little gay.
I love all things queer literature, if you couldn't tell, and have yet to read a book by a Taiwanese author before, so I will definitely be reading this. The next book is The Witch by Marie Minjai, translated from French to English by Jordan Stump. The Witch doesn't come out until April 7th, and I will be getting it whenever it comes out. This book is about a mediocre witch in a mediocre marriage who tries to pass on her skills to her twin daughters, who end up having skills far beyond her own. The synopsis is intriguing. I have never read a witchy book before. It is said that the author's works are really uncanny and psychological, so I am excited. Next up is On Earth as It Is Beneath Us by Ana Paula Maia. This book is translated from Portuguese to English by Padma Viswanathan. This actually might end up being one of my favorites on the list, and I know I've said similar so far and will probably continue to say similar as we keep going, but I mean it. I'm going to read from my note to ensure that I am saying everything as correctly as possible because I don't want to mess this up. It is described as an unsettling novel that sets us among an isolated group of men whose bonds break down in ways both hard to comprehend and impossible to look away from. That alone, I need to read more. I need to know more. This book touches on a lot of important topics, both social and political, in very raw and real ways. The fourth book on the shortlist is The Director by David Kellman. This book was translated from German to English by Ross Benjamin. This book is set in 1930s Nazi Germany, and it is about an artist's life and his pact with the devil. A director flees from Germany to go to Hollywood to later come back to Austria to care for his sickly mother. Him and his family continue to try to live a normal life while pushing back on the awful regime in place. I really enjoy historical fiction books set in this time period, especially now. It is important to be reminded of what has happened in the past and what still can happen now. Next up is She Who Remains by Renee Karabash. This book is translated from Bulgarian to English by Isadora Angel. She Who Remains is described as a dark and poetic novel about identity, gender, love, freedom, and societal norms set in the Albanian Alps. Again, I love queer literature and will be reading this book. Last but not least, we have The Nights Are Quiet in Tehran by Shadaya Baziar. This book was translated from German to English by Ruth Martin. This book